Okay guys, so I've always wanted to make wine at home, so I'm gonna try it because it looks really easy. And first you start off by soaking the grapes in I was just soaking them in a bowl with salt water, and you're supposed to add like a tableful of flour, and that gets off all of the residue. That was probably more than a tablespoon, but who's measuring? So we let that soak for 10 minutes. And I'll be back with the next step. We're soaking it for 10 minutes in the flour and salt water. You have to rinse them thoroughly. Okay, so after you clean the grapes really well, then you're supposed to smash them up. With your hands or with a tube. Actually, the grapes are really hard, so they didn't work that well. So I just kind of broke them up with my hand, and then I'm gonna attempt to smash them with this potato smasher, and then transfer them into this jar. Well, this is my first time doing it, and I don't know if it's gonna work. So I thought this little small jar would be appropriate. I just filled it up with grapes first, and then boom. So hopefully that fills it up, and we're gonna see how this works. Okay, so that didn't fill my jar, as you can tell. So I'm gonna crush some more and put them in there. All right, bam. I got a full jar this time. Now we're supposed to leave the skin on because it helps with something, but I don't remember what they said. I'll come back and tell y'all later. All right, next, I think you're supposed to put sugar in there, like a cup of sugar, but I mean, my jar is really little, so yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense for me to put a whole cup of sugar, so I'm probably just gonna put like 1/4 a cup or something like that. And this is supposed to be pure cane sugar, but it is white, so I don't know about that. I think they kind of just be putting stuff on the label just to get people to buy it. Okay, I'm mixing the sugar in real good. I kind of think I used too many grapes this time. Maybe I should have left it the way it was the first time. But we gonna see, y'all. Okay, now, I was supposed to use rock salt, but I ended up getting the wrong thing, and I already had this Himalayan salt in the cabinet. Well, it says it's not supposed to have iodine in it, so I'm just gonna try this for right now. We're gonna see. We're experimenting, guys, so you know, if it doesn't work, it just doesn't work, but we're gonna see. Now I think the salt is supposed to enhance the flavor, or I don't know, something like that. But all I know is you're not supposed to use regular salt. And I also was supposed to get wine yeast, but guys, I guess I wasn't paying attention so closely. So I got this fast rising yeast, and I'm gonna use it. But I'm not gonna use the whole thing because I don't know. I mean, my jar is not that big, as you all know, so I'm just gonna use a little bit. Now we're gonna give that a good mix. Alright, y'all, then we're gonna put the lid on this bad boy. I think that was all the steps. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video again, but I think that was it. So I'm gonna come over here and check on this. I'm gonna just leave it on the counter, and I'm gonna come over here and check on it every day. I think every couple of days you're supposed to give it some air and let it breathe, but it has to ferment, and that takes, I don't know, I think they said like 7 to 15 days, so maybe like 2 weeks. So I'm just gonna let it sit and we'll be back. I think I need to transfer this jar. Transfer this out here because yeast rises. So, and then I put that fast rising yeast. So I don't know, y'all. I might need to change jars. I might do that later on though. Y'all, I just asked Alexa, and Alexa said to let it sit outside.
For making wine, letting grapes sit in the sun helps them ripen and develop sweetness and flavor. Indoor counter sitting doesn't provide natural sunlight, which is key for optimal grape quality and wine characteristics.
Okay, so y'all heard that, so I'm gonna take these outside. Alright guys, this is day 2. I just opened the jar so it can breathe a little. And I saw that it was better if you sit it outside in the sun. You see those little bubbles coming in, so I guess it's starting the fermentation process. I'm gonna put that back on there. I switched the jar too to a bigger jar, and today I added some kiwis to it. But I'll keep this in the sun, keep that lid on, see if it's tight, and then bam. Y'all see what happens, y'all. Alright guys, so today is day 3, and this is the jar that I transferred everything into. Doesn't look very full. I think I really should have crushed the grapes a little bit more, but I don't know. This is my first one, so we're gonna see how this goes. So today, let some air in here. Alright, so today I got this little straining cloth in my bowl, and I'm gonna strain all of this and get the juice out. I guess, and I just discard the fruit part. And then we put it in another clean jar, which, let me get that real. And then you're going to let that sit for another, I think, 3 or 4 days. Just trying to get all of the juice that I can get out. I think I really should have let it sit. That must already really smell like wine. I probably should have let it sit one more day. Out in the sun. So let me finish squeezing this, guys. I'll be back. Alright, so I squeezed just about all that I could squeeze out of this thing. I mean, I think I probably could squeeze a little bit more, but I'm tired of squeezing, guys. So, and this is just my little first trial run. But as you see, I started with that small, like a, what was that jar? Like the salsa dip jar. And then I transferred it into like this pickle jar. So I just squeezed it into my little mixing bowl, and I'm gonna pour it in this little jar. I wish I would have did more actually. So, cause I know this not gonna fill this jar. Well, they say everything has to be extremely clean that touches the grape or the fruit and the wine to keep it pure. But as you can see, I didn't even come close to filling this up. So, anyways, I think I should have used about maybe probably 5 or 6 bags in order to fill this up. But I'm going to seal it tight. Bam. And then I'm going to put it back in the sun for about 3 or 4 more days, and we'll see what we have. Okay, guys. This is the 4th day that, since I put it in another, that last jar after the fermentation process or whatever it's called, even though I don't think I did it exactly right, but I'm gonna let it breathe. Ooh, that's what it looks like. I don't know if it smells like, it kind of smells like wine, but just smell like old fruit kind of, really. Well, we're gonna see, y'all. I'm kind of scared to drink it. I don't know if I should or not. Maybe I'll let it sit more days, because they say the more you let it sit, the better it is. So I think I'm gonna let it sit a couple more days. Alright, guys. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. So 8-day-old beginner wine. Let's see how it goes, guys. Probably should have waited until my baby came home so she can at least make sure I'm alright. But what's the worst it can do? I think it'll be alright. Maybe my stomach might hurt. I probably should have put some ice on it, but I'm just tasting it. Actually doesn't taste bad. It tastes like it needs to be in the refrigerator, but it tastes pretty good actually. I don't know if it's supposed to give me some kind of effect, but it doesn't taste that bad. I just think I didn't do it all the way right, but I'll try it again. Next time I'll just do some different kind of fruit, but it's not that bad. I'll let you know how I'm feeling in